Rock and Load, and I'm in Limelight in Belfast tonight with the next biggest sensation, I reckon, Lost Society. Thank you for taking the time.
No problem at all.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourselves for our Rock and Load heroes, please?
I am Sammy, I play guitar and I sing for the band Lost Society.
And I'm Mirka and I'm the bassist of the band.
Thank you. Alright, you guys are from Finland. Hey, your English is fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
I have another band that I like from Finland called Poets of the Fall.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but I take it they're not an influence on you guys.
They're not the biggest influence for us.
No.
Do they still play, by the way?
Yes, they do. Yes, I can get
Do
their
they?
albums. Yes.
Oh, okay. I remember when the first album came out.
Yes.
I think I went to a show.
No, I've never seen them. I'd love to see them. Yeah.
Come to Finland.
Right. So, is this your first time in Ireland?
It's our first time in Belfast, but
Yes.
we were in 2014 when we were touring with Destruction. We were in Dublin for one show. That's our only experience in Ireland, and it was one of the coolest shows of my short but cool career.
So far.
So far.
Okay.
Well, I mean, fuck it. Today the show was just amazing. It was killer.
Yeah, we've just seen the show, and I'm telling you, it was brilliant. I've heard riffs and I've heard sounds that I haven't heard in any other band. I'm really, really impressed.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Really impressed.
Nailed it! Exactly!
You nailed it to the table. So, congratulations, by the way, on your tour with Exodus. How did that all come about? Because they were like part of my bucket list to see Exodus.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been only, 6 days, 5 shows till now, but I mean, we already know, the guys are fucking our brothers, fucking our brothers. The guys are our brothers, I mean, we've had such a good time with the guys, and I mean, the shows have been just amazing. What can I say? And I mean, it actually it happened really fast, the whole thing, that we found out that we're hitting the tour with them, because we confirmed 2 shows that we would warm up for them in Helsinki and Seinäjoki, okay, in Finland during this tour, but then 2 weeks later our manager just sent us a mail that, hey, apparently you guys can hit the whole tour, do you want to do it? We're like, we'll check our calendars. Let me think about it. Fuck yeah! And that's basically how it all went down.
Next time this happens, they're going to be following you guys. I tell you, after what I just saw.
Those guys are fucking shredding our asses.
They absolutely are. Well, anyway, congratulations. And on the new album as well, Brenda is doing really well. What's the reception for that so far? That's your 3rd album, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing some guys, in the audience, like singing all of our songs.
No.
And that feeling is fucking crazy. The album came out like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it's a fresh one, but it's going on good.
You saw people in Belfast singing your song back to you. That's awesome. In the audience, people beside me were all going, "Oh my God, I hope they come back." So that's feedback. They really want you to come back.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So, have they been playing any tricks on you, those Exodus guys, or are they looking after you? Are they like mentors? Are you looking up to them, or?
No, I mean,
Zephyr was denying everything earlier, so I want to know.
No, I mean, they've been so great to us, and I remember, it was the first evening when we were talking with them and having a few beers, when they were just telling us that, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, they were in the same place as we are right now, and they know what it feels like, to be the support act, and stuff like that, so they've been definitely taking good care of us, we get along great, and, I mean, hearing stories in the bus when they're talking about, the good old days and when they started out in the band, I mean, it's just like, jaws open, like, holy fuck, that sounds so cool.
You're going to follow in their footsteps?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't fucked up ever.
Yeah.
Was Exodus a major influence for your band, for you actually getting together in the first place?
Well, I mean, Tempo of the Damned was one of the first thrash albums that I heard, and it's still one of my favorite thrash albums. And
killer, man.
And I mean, when we've seen the guys play live now the couple of last days, I mean, I think Exodus may just be the best fucking thrash metal band out there right now.
They are the biggest influence, I think, a lot of people. Well, how did you all come to get together? I mean, who put the band together and when?
Well,
you all know each other, or?
The year was 2010, and I founded the band with a bunch of buddies just from high school, and I mean, we were just playing around, and we had this local rehearsal place, and I mean, it was just for the other guys. They didn't have enough motivation, so they just kind of faded away. I met Ossi, actually, the first, who's in the shower right now doing something that we will not disclose.
They're getting naked, I'm telling you.
But anyway, I met him through this other band that we were playing together in. It was this glam metal band. I was the singer.
No, glam?
Fuck
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I love my glam. Come on.
After what I saw tonight, and I don't believe that.
But anyway, you know, after that it was basically, you know, just about, you know, mutual friends, because the place we're from, Jyväskylä, it's pretty small at the end of the day, so, you know, it was basically that I knew Ossi, Ossi knew Arttu, Arttu knew Mirko, and that's basically the rest is history.
Why thrash? Was it always something that was inside of you?
Well, we heard that if you play thrash metal, you'll make millions and get a lot of bitches. No, I mean, it's just, you know, we all loved a lot of the same bands, and when we started out, you know, we didn't really say that, okay, it's gotta be just thrash metal, nothing else.
Okay.
But it just so happened that when we started writing the songs that, you know, we came out with really fast riffs and fast drum beats, and I mean,
there was like a lot of speed metal influences at this beginning, but then it got like heavier and heavier, so it all came out pretty natural.
So who were your like influences for you to pick up a bass in the first place? And what age did you pick up a bass in the first place?
I picked up the bass when I started playing in this band, cause
really?
I was playing guitar earlier, but then this
you changed over for the band?
yeah, well,
he sold out.
Why?
But then this guy just came over to me and asked, like, we have a band going on, do you want to be our bassist? I was like, well, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Best decision ever.
Do you have any particular bassists that you would look up to in your band?
Yeah, totally.
Axl Rose.
I'd say Rex Brown from Pantera and Frank Bello from Anthrax. I love that guy's style, like bass hanging this low and fucking playing with fingers. Yeah, Steve Harris and all that, so there's quite many of those.
So what about you? Did you always want to be like the frontman, the singer, as well as the guitarist?
He was born that way.
I was born this way. A woman. No, you know,
in your face, I mean.
I'm bugged out because I can't see myself.
Still gorgeous.
No, but I mean, you know, for me, it's been one of those things that, you know, before I started playing guitar, I was always just, you know, the kind of entertainer always. I just wanted to make people laugh and just shit like that. And then when I started playing, you know, I was actually only the guitarist in the band, but then it's the classic story that we couldn't find a singer, so I was like, well, hey, let me try it out. But I always, you know, I said to everyone that even if we have a vocalist in the band, I'm the one who does the speaks at the shows, because, you know, I love hyping up people. You know, I look up to the most, you know, Bruce Dickinson, the best frontman alive.
Okay.
And I mean, I've just always loved to get the crowd hyped up and get the crowd screaming, so for me it's been always about that.
I saw that tonight, you're a bit of a showman, I saw that tonight, jumping about, screaming at the crowd. They responded to you really, really well.
Exactly, I mean, you know, it's It's perfect, because, you know, we've been touring with lots of bands in Finland, like, well, you know, Children of Bodom, Sabaton, and like bands like that, and I think that this tour with Exodus, they have, you know, the best fans in the world, and they take us in really well, because, you know, sometimes it can be that the people who have come to see the headliner, they're just like this for the first band, like, oh, I don't care, exactly, and that's a fucking nightmare to me. Of course, I mean, it's for us, it's the same if there's one person who's standing still or going crazy, or if there's a million people. We give it our all every time. But of course it makes it easier if there's a lot of people going crazy.
Well, it's a bit of give and take, isn't it? The audience feed you get mad, then they get madder, then it's, you know.
Exactly.
So how did your family take it when you said, hey mom, I want to be in a thrash band instead of going to be a doctor or whatever? Was your family behind you?
My dad bought me a bass.
He bought you the bass? Aww, there you go.
And then he beat the shit out of him with the bass. Fucking asshole! No, but yeah, I mean, all of our families have been just, you know, the biggest support we can get. I mean, our drummer's parents, or his father, you know, he drives us around. He's like our driver in Finland. He has this big van that we go all around with, and well, I mean, of course, you know, just like down to basics. When I was a kid and I said to my family that I want to be a rock star, they're like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Seriously?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's of course, you know, when you're 7 years old and you say you want to be a rock star, it's like, okay, this is probably a phase.
So when did you get your first guitar?
I think I was, you know, when I was 7 or 8, I was just, you know, we had this acoustic guitar at home that I was playing Smoke on the Water with. But then I bought my first guitar when I was 10 or 11, and ever since that it's just been about the guitar. And I mean, my biggest well, my biggest hero and inspiration, was my big brother, because he started playing guitar before me, and it started out, as one of those rivalry things that, oh shit, I gotta get a guitar if he has one.
Did you get better than him?
He's fucking the best.
What's he got in the band? Is he in his own band?
Oh, he plays at home, records some, this fucking awesome shit, And I mean, he's always, at our shows and stuff, he's a great support. And
you've been some pretty exotic places. Japan, how many times have you been to Japan now? Seriously?
Twice.
It's all exploded for you guys in such a short time.
It really has.
Is it not dizzying? Seriously? You're still in a cloud nine?
Oh yeah, I mean, every time, or sometimes when I don't pass out, but when I go to sleep, I just start.
When he's knocked out, I would recommend.
Well, anyway, when I'm in my bunk or my bed or whatever street, I just start thinking that, holy shit, I mean, it was just 5 years ago that I started this band, and I just said, that I want this band to be the best band in the world. And 5 years later, we're here, and I could not be more happy. I mean, I'm so grateful, and I have such a good, crew around me. I couldn't picture a better, group of people with me here.
Fuck yeah, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Look, the rapport on stage is awesome. Oh, get a room.
We have a room here.
I'm in it. He's in it. So, what was going to who came up with Brain Dead? Why? Is there a story behind that, or is it just a cool name?
Well, I mean, it kind of goes down to the first album. We had the song called Brain Dead Metalhead.
Okay.
And after that, we had the second album that had the song Overdose Brain. And basically during that time, just, I just loved the word brain dead. And it kind of stuck with us for some reason. And then we named our, the whole crew in Finland. It's the Brain Dead crew. We have the Brain Dead everything. And I mean, I think it's just, in some ways a synonym for Lost Society right now.
I think that all of this Brain Dead Metalhead thing, and me and Sammy took these Brain Dead tattoos and in our hands with the skulls. So
I did notice the tattoos on stage, they're very good.
Yeah.
Still naked. Come on.
Show us your wiener. It would be awesome if he came on in a suit or something.
Yeah.
Hello. Go ahead. Introduce yourself for my Rotten viewers, please.
What?
Who are you and what you're doing here?
What am I doing? Hello, I'm Ossi. I'm the drummer of Lost Society.
Here we go.
And he's been in that room a long time.
What he's been doing.
The producer, you have gone with Nino again. Was Nino there from the beginning?
He's been since the first record. When we went to record Fast Love Death, we were so small at that point, that we didn't know any producers or any studios or anything. So, Nuclear Blast just said that, hey, we have an idea that Nino and Sonic Pop Studios.
Did they find him for you?
Well, basically, at that stage, it was that, and then from the first recording sessions, we just knew that this guy is basically as big of a dumbass as we are, so he's perfect. No, I mean Nino's the best, and we just nowadays it's just automatically that we'll go to Sonic with Nino. It's no questions asked.
I take it then it's quite an equal collaboration. I mean, do you have much say in what actually happens with your record?
Of course.
Yeah. Is that why you like?
More?
Yeah.
No, I'm good with that.
But yeah, I mean.
So who's writing the stuff, or is it all of you together, or
Pretty much
how does the writing process work?
All of us together. Sammy and Art, they have a lot of riffs, but then we just go to the rehearsal space and start jamming out the songs. So we everybody does everything pretty much.
And that way, I mean, I think more so than ever on this album, because people can notice at once that it's a kind of departure from what we've done in the first two albums, because it has some mid-tempo stuff, but I think it's the best that all four of us do the songs, because that way, we can all give out some of our personal influences into it to make it even more diverse.
Yeah, I actually thought that, and it's very melodic in places, which was brilliant, because it's fast, it's heavy, and melodic. It was very, very good tonight.
Definitely, and because, I mean, there's been, of course, some people who say that, oh, it's not fast enough, it's blah, blah, blah. But I mean, in the end of the day, who would want to listen to the first record over and over and over again?
Exactly.
So I think it's cool that bands evolve. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but at least they fucking gave it their all.
It sounds like you're paving a new kind of way with the thrash. I mean, how hard do you think it's going to be for you? I mean, so far you've been very successful. So, and you seem to be paving your own sound. Do you think that you've had any barriers so far, or has it all been plain sailing?
I mean, it's crazy to think
just
that
natural.
it's been so good for us. I mean, surprisingly good. I mean, of course, we're lucky in so many ways. One of them, obviously, is that we're based in Finland, which is such a huge metal country.
Yes.
So I'd say that it's easier for a band to make it there than probably anywhere else.
Right.
In many ways, and I mean, we were given so many opportunities. We have so good people around us.
Yeah.
So it's made it really easy. But I mean, it's just been going upwards and upwards, upwards since we started.
Okay.
Waiting for the big drop. Mirko gets hit by a bus.
Don't say things like that. Yeah, don't say things. I interviewed was Logan Mayer not that long ago, and they actually crashed on the way here. So don't say
Oh,
things
shit.
like that. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. So tell me, who would you most like to play on stage with, and who would be your dream? What would be your dream gig for you guys? Besides Exodus, of course.
I'd say Philip Anselmo, Riot. He's like covering the vocals. That'd be fucking badass.
With Down, with Pantera style
Well,
music.
if that'd be
Just
possible.
Phil.
Yeah, the whole Pantera guys, man.
Yeah.
That'd be the dream.
I mean, for me, it's actually crazy because I mean, you know, one of the biggest influences that I've had with guitar and vocals, I've actually had the opportunity to share a stage with him, Alex Eliho from Children of Bodom, because it was way back. It was last year in August. Was it last year? 2 years ago? No, it was last year. Anyway, there was the whole 100 Guitars from Hell extravaganza that he put together. Basically, there were 5 like leaders who were playing guitar. It was myself, Alexi, Archie from Santa Cruz, this one guy from Von Herten Brothers, and Timo Kamarainen, and then 100 guitarists from all over the world, who were chosen from these audition tapes that they sent in. You can check it out from YouTube.
I will.
I mean, that was one of the coolest things ever. So.
Wow, that's fantastic. I saw Children of Bodom for the first time a few months ago.
Oh yeah, sweet.
How did you like it?
It was awesome. I sat in the gallery crying. That was brilliant. So tell me, what is next for Lost Society? What's happening after this?
The next 5 weeks are gonna be here. We're gonna be touring with Exodus.
Yeah, we've got what, 17 more dates or so here?
Yeah, I think it was
Europe with the
12
rest of
dates
this?
more.
12 days more in the UK.
Yeah.
Then we go to mainland Europe. We continue. I think it's April the 1st when it ends. Then we go back to Finland and we start a 2-month Finnish tour. But it's like the weekend shows there. Then we're gonna hit Japan and Russia. And then it's going to be the summer festivals, and it's just, you know, ongoing touring all the
You've got a full
time.
diary then, so
Fuck yeah.
I'm just going to keep an eye and see what's happening. So are you going to try to come back to Ireland at some point then?
Hopefully. I mean, the reception was so great that I don't see why not.
Well, you know what, you've been fantastic, and the disco has started downstairs. So
That's what that fucking noise is.
yeah, thank
Fuck
you.
off!
I'm starting to be sick. So I'm going to say thank you for taking the time to talk to me. And
No problem.
No
I've
problem.
never had a naked guy in my interview. Brilliant. I love you guys. You were awesome tonight.
Oh,
Thank you
cheers.
so
There's
much.
no problem.
Am I like to hug a naked child?
That sounds so fucked up.
I can't